Hi guys, okay, so coming at you today with a thought. What you focus on, you get more of. How often does that happen to you? It's happened to me plenty. And you do it subconsciously. So if you're talking negatively, for example, what I mean is use negative words, negative self-talk they say, where you're talking about doom and gloom constantly. How are you ever going to get out of the doom and gloom if you keep talking about doom and gloom? You're in that circle and you'll constantly go in this process until you change your thought about it. Now that happened to me when I got in financial difficulty a few years ago, which really screwed me over, and I blamed myself, had the whole guilt, whole shame thing going on. But then I kept focusing on that situation. People were asking me, I reach out for help, people asking me, you know, how things going, and I still talk about the doom and gloom because my mind was there. I was in that focus, I was in that frequency, which just didn't serve me, but I just couldn't see it at the time. Woe is me, the whole self-pity thing, which just stinks really, but I got caught into it. Hey, I'm just human. But how often is it that you get stuck in that doom and gloom, that negative, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, can't do this, can't do this. Okay, I get it. But what if you just changed that thought? What if you just changed the words? What if you just changed your focus and went and said, okay, I'm in this place at the minute, I can't do it. What do I need to change that? Whether it's self-belief, whether it's talking to a coach, whether it's just finding more information, implement the information you already have. I know all of this because I've been there. I've been these people. But what I also know is, regardless what information you get from whatever person, if you keep getting it and then trying to do it or not trying to do it, the only obstacle in the way is you. You can blame anybody and everyone else, but until you realise that all these people have tried to help you and you're still in the same place, there's only one person who's at fault. And it will be you. Just like it was me. You get what you focus on. So if you keep focusing on the things you don't want, guess what you will get? Yes, more of what you don't want. But how's that ever going to work for you? How is that going to serve you? How are you ever going to get where you want to be? If you keep talking about the situation you're in and how you can't possibly do this, I can't exercise, I can't do the nutrition program, I can't have enough sleep, I've got to do this. If you want to change but then keep talking about the things that you don't want, guess where you're going to be? You'll never get out of this, you'll never step out. And to the fact that, just like I've done and clients of mine who I've worked with have done, they actually start defending why they are that, like that, and why they cannot change, which of course is just a bullshit story, because the obstacle in the way is you. That's the key. And when you realise that, and when you realise that, hold on, I just need to step out of the way here, remove the obstacle. What am I doing? What thoughts am I having? Thoughts always start the process, always. Then we talk about, then we say, thought, word, and then deed. But of course when we have a thought, sometimes thoughts scare us and we'll just self-sabotage and say, oh, I can't possibly do that. But you can. But if you get that wrong thought, then it creates that negative energy and then you have a horrible feeling and you just don't have a good experience. But if the thought's right, if you decide, right, I've had enough of this, I can do this. Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do myself? I just need to act on the information I've been procrastinating on. Right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to act on it. Every one of those stages is an act of creation, human creation. The thought you create. Yes, you. Thoughts don't control you, it's the other way around. We create the thoughts. If it don't serve, we can have the power. We have the power to create a different thought. Then we create more by talking about it. We create even more by acting on it. Then we're ultimately experiencing the result of that, both good and bad. So if you've had enough of being stuck, if you've had enough of being in the same place, not moving forwards, and I know because I've been here, and it's very frustrating, then the obstacle is you. When you realise that, when you take ownership of that, then you can start moving forwards. Then you say, okay, why is it me? What do I need to do to change that process? That's what I got. And then I realised it's me. Because I've just been starting lots of things, but I haven't been keeping the promises that I said I would. I haven't been doing the things and completing the things that I said I would. And when you don't, you start not believing in yourself. Because it all leads to a string of broken promises. But if you just say you're going to do something and do that one thing, then you get that little self-belief back. And then another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And pretty soon, you realise, once you realise the obstacle is you, and you can do something about it by just taking the steps and actually doing the things you said you would do, and actually completing them, and experiencing the feeling that you've completed them, that good feeling, then you start gaining momentum. Then you start taking the next step, completing the next thing. Once you start doing that, guarantee you, you'll move forwards and get where you want to be. I hope that's helped, guys. Until next video, take care. See you later.